Okay. So I just got home last night. The video before this one, it talks about the smell of the house. Look, where it just come from? Anyhow, it talks about the smell of the house. That was before I saw the condition of my grass. So it was, how did I see my grass last night? Look, when I went and checked my mailbox, I had a ton of mail, right? But it was mostly like healthcare promotional type stuff. I noticed that pine needles, you know, the tree, you notice, see the color, it's changed. Okay, and there's a lot of dead needles on the ground. I had 15 bags, like 15 large trash bags of those before, and now it's back in 2 weeks. Okay, so pretty much what this type of witchcraft is entailing is how they aged my property with me being absent from it for just 2 weeks. That my grass looks like a Halloween scene. They were acting like I didn't have gophers. Now this is changing already. This is starting to change just since then, since last night. But it looked at that like that moldy brown all over. They tore the grass up. And they said it was because I wasn't here for them to continue to attach things to. So they said they started attaching things to my grass, and this is what it looks like. Because they said they weren't going backwards, that they were trying to move forward. And that, you know, unless I went to jail pretty much, you know, that was the only end. They said that they're too far in with every identity that they used, that they, how did she put it? That they were too far in with every identity that they used. She wasn't noting how it affected their timelines. Like how the identities affected the timeline. She was like more so talking about how embarrassing it was for them to be how they used to be. And, you know, noting pretty much the same thing that I've talked about in my videos is how people actually know them and have seen the change in them. You know, are watching them be nothing like they used to be. And watching them, you know, act nothing like they used to act. Yeah, but she said it would be embarrassing if they put those shackles back on and they started looking and acting like they used to act. So they're trying to save face. And said that they much rather it get out and they all go down, you know, that because they will compromise the entire world, she said, versus, you know, these individuals. And that's kind of a rebellious thing too, because remember, I noted what would happen when I left Akron, Ohio, to those identities, how they weren't able to sustain themselves in the condition they be in. This is another thing. And you know, they're doing the same thing here now where I am in the country, in the middle of nowhere. But there's something that I want to know. They just jammed my thoughts. Hey, that kind of evened itself out right there. I gotta pick up all the lemons I threw in it before I left. I was talking about them reverting back to the way that they used to be, not being able to sustain themselves. And my appearance is a big thing. You know, they're absolutely just, they don't want me looking like I'm supposed to look. That's not what, it was a really, really important thing that I was about to say to close this video out. And now they're They're blocking the thought. Um, mm, mm, mm. That's bad. I'll put it in the description box when it comes to mind.